Potential difference and EMF. I think all of you are familiar with this word potential difference a lot in class 10th. But I think EMF, that is known as the electromotive force, and it is basically not the force, but you can think it electron motion force, the force which is responsible for motion of the electron inside the battery, that is the EMF. So you will say EMF is a misleading term. It is not force, it is exactly same thing, which is the potential difference. So all of you will read it. It is the amount of work required to lift unit charge from lower potential to higher potential inside the cell. All of you just read it. Now, EMF is the potential difference across the cell when it delivers no current. In a circuit which is drawn on the slide, the switch S is open and this is the battery, and I say the EMF of the battery is given to you. This is the EMF is given to you. I say the EMF is E. And at this time, then this R is the internal resistance of the battery, which is very closer to this. And this potential difference is measured by the voltmeter is known as EMF. Okay. Now, I am explaining you the EMF and potential difference with the help of the water analogy. Suppose I say this is the horizontal tube, and in this tube there is water. All of you know this water cannot come out from the tube because there is no pressure difference, because water will come out when there is a pressure difference, that we people know very well. Now, if you want the pressure difference, what you do? You take a water tank which is at certain height and you connect to this horizontal pipe like this, and there is water in the tank also. Now all of you will say there is a pressure difference between this end and this end, and due to this pressure difference water will flow. Is it clear to you? Same thing you have to understand for the charge. In place of water, if I consider these are the charge particles, these charge particles will move when there is a potential difference across the two ends of the conductor. Okay. But what will happen after some time when this water tank will empty? Again the potential difference will be zero across both the ends. Now what you want? You want the steady flow of the water, as you want the steady flow of the current, and you want to use this water again in the circuit. It means if you collect this water somewhere in the tank, you want to lift this water, you use the pump. That pump take the water from this level and send it to the up tank. This pump increase the potential of the water from lower level to higher level. All of you are getting it? So this pump is working as the EMF in the circuit. Suppose I say there is a circuit. In the circuit, this is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal, and I say this is the resistance, like this. Now charge is flowing. All of you know positive charge flow like this. This is the direction of flow of charge. Now, we all know positive charge always flow from high potential to low potential. Now tell me, what is happening inside the battery? You just think. If you want the continuity of the circuit, you have to say the positive charge is moving from low potential to high potential. Is it possible to flow the water particle from the bottom to the top height without any extra device? It is not possible. We use the pump at the home. Similarly, we use the battery. This battery has the chemicals. These chemicals has the energy. They give the energy to this positive charge particle, and now the charge particle can move from this end to this end. And when particle move against the gravity, all of you know when the object move against the gravity, object gains the energy. So here charge particle also gains the energy. And when charge particle come at this point, it is again having high energy. And due to that high energy, automatically it can move through the circuit. Is it clear? Now I am showing you these steps. First step, all of you just read it. Now we want that amount of water which is coming out of the tube should be filled back to the tank. You are using pump. Okay. This is the water analogy which I told you. All of you just read it. I think some words are below the slide. Let me change it. Now I think it is visible to you. Like this. So now it is clear, potential difference causes current to flow. If there is no potential difference across two ends of the circuit, current cannot flow. And what is EMF? EMF maintains the steady flow. Now I think all of you can differentiate concept wise what is the difference in the potential difference and EMF. Again I am showing you the water analogy. You just pause the video and you read it. Again I am telling you, the source of EMF provides the voltage to force electrons through electric resistance. Now potential difference. Again I will tell you. The easiest way to think about what battery do is to use a water analogy. Again I am telling you regarding water analogy. Like this. What is happening? Charged particle is moving with the extra agency from the low potential energy to high potential energy. When they go to the high potential energy, they can easily come to the low potential energy and they can do the work. Like this. Exactly same thing. Now, up the escalator, who is doing? EMF. Down the stairs, who is doing? Potential difference. Just pause the video and read it. But again I am telling you, EMF moving the charged particle up the escalator. Potential difference move the charged particle down the stairs. Now I will explain you again this water analogy. Stage 1. Water is used in this model to represent the mobile electric charge found in some material. Like electric charge in a conductor, water is represented in all parts of the circuit. All of you observe. Switching on the pump, that is the energy source, causes the water to instantly move in every part of the circuit. This turns the wheel which represents a circuit. All of you are observing. This pump is taking water to the top level. Water particle getting the high energy, then they are moving it and they are doing the work. High difference in this model represent changes in potential energy. The pump moves the water to a higher level, increasing the water's potential energy. And finally, when the water turns the wheel, the water loses energy. The difference in the energy of the water on either side of the wheel is a measure of the wheel's potential difference. Again, I will tell you. When water is traveling from top level to this level, you will say potential difference. When water is moving from the low energy to high energy, you will say EMF. And who is providing the EMF? Chemicals in the cell. They are having the energy. They lose the energy by giving the energy to the charged particle. Is it clear? Then we have to move next. Now you can say me, is current always move from positive to low negative potential? I think all of you know, we always make this is the direction of flow of current. This is high potential and this is low potential end. So what you will say? In the external circuit, the circuit which is outside the cell, positive charge, that is the current, always flow from high potential to low potential. But inside the cell, from low potential zone to high potential zone. So all of you read it. Okay, next, same thing which I told you. Potential difference is necessary to flow of charge. EMF, I told you in very first, you can think electron motion force, but it is not that. It is not force. But you can think force required for the motion of the electron or charge. And when charge moves in the cell, it faces the internal resistance of the cell because cells are having chemical. So here charge take the help from the EMF. This force is due to the chemical energy of the battery. Now, again I will tell you. This is the internal structure of the battery. This is the positive charge. This charge cannot move low potential to high potential. When it has to move from the low potential to high potential, and there should be some force. This force is provided by the chemical, and this is non-electrostatic force. This move charge from low potential to high potential end. Is it clear? But at the same time, here the positive charge, here the negative charge, we know electric field will also develop there. So when the EMF source is not part of the closed circuit, both the forces will be same and there is no net motion of the charge between the terminals. Okay? Now, you make the circuit. Now what will happen? When a real EMF source is connected to circuit, what will happen? Fn should be greater than Fe, and Fn will do the work, and that due to the Fn more than Fe, the positive charge particle will move in the interior of the cell. All of you just read it. I just want to tell you that is non-electrostatic force inside the cell which is responsible for the motion of the positive charge particle. And all of you know, force into displacement always work. So this non-electrostatic force into displacement, that is work, and work done in electrostatics, all of you know, that is Q into V. V is the potential difference across both the ends. Okay, again I am telling you. Again and I am telling you what is EMF, what is potential difference, so all of you can just make a difference in these two quantities. EMF, work done by the source to drive a unit charge around a complete circuit inside the battery or inside the cell. But potential difference between 2 points in a circuit is the work done to drive a unit charge between only 2 points. I hope it is clear. If you purchase cell from the market and it is written 1.5 volt, it means it is the voltage when the cell is in open circuit, because when you use the cell, this voltage will decrease. So 1.5 volt means, this means the cell gives 1.5 joule of electric energy to 1 coulomb of charge that pass through it. This is the real cell. You will see in the numericals right hand side diagram, but in the brain you have to think just like the left type situation. There are two positive and negative iron. There is internal resistance due to electrolyte, and this is the external resistance. How can we model electric circuit? I think I told you in the beginning of this electric current. So you can do the analogy with the pizza and this moped driver. What is happening? That person is collecting the pizza from the pizza shop, and then he is distributing to the requirement. Same charge is getting the energy. When charge particle move, they give the energy to the electric bulb, they give energy to the fan, they give energy to the computer, and finally charge come to the low potential, again it gain the energy and go to the high potential zone. Okay, next, let me take just a minute. Again I will tell you what is EMF, what is potential difference. Again I will tell you, you just see the moment of this, just a minute.